friends, Jennifer Jennings, your online real estate advice columnist. We are on day number 5 of How Do I Start a Business When I Have No Business series that we're working on. So we've got 5 days down, we've got 5 days to go. And hopefully you're kind of getting in a groove here and getting some habits that you can take forward to your career for the rest of your real estate life. Today is a little bit different because today is all about grace. When you start something new like this, it can be really exciting and you get on board immediately and you start doing all these new things and you actually start kind of getting business, and then things start not happening like you wanted to, and you had great plans that day to do, 5 new things, and maybe you only got 2 of them done, and you can start to kind of feel down on yourself and you're like, oh, I didn't get everything done that I needed to get done today. So one of the things that top producers do is we give ourselves grace. Like, I had 5 things that I wanted to get done today and I did 3. And that is okay, because that's 3 more things that I did that I wouldn't have done had I not had any kind of a plan together at all. So you've got to learn to give yourself grace and give yourself just the ability to, maybe plan for more than what you actually can accomplish, because if you plan for more, you'll do more, even if you don't do it all. And that is part of this give yourself grace. What you don't want to do is get so bogged down in, I have to do these 5 things, or I have to, have an appointment today, or I have to, I forgot my name tag at home. You can't get bogged down in all the little minor details that you let it set you back. You have to keep just moving forward with whatever it is that you've got planned, or whatever it is that you did accomplish. And you have to celebrate those successes. The fun thing about real estate is that you are totally motivated. You have to do all of this work on your own. You really don't have someone sitting over your back telling you, hey, did you do this today? Did you do this today? There's not that type of an accountability systems in most offices. So you have to kind of be that person for yourself, which also means you have to be your own hype person. And if you only got a little bit done this last week, maybe you only followed along 3 days, or maybe you only got 1 day, it's probably 1 more than you would have done had you not even tried. So you've got to give yourself grace. The other thing that you really have to do when you commit to something like this, and this is a little bit harder, but this is a pro tip from like my heart and soul. You have to agree, as you start to collect all of these leads and get all of this guidance, and you get someone who tells you, hey, I know someone who's looking to, lease a house or whatever. You have to agree to work all the leads that come through. I will tell you that this week I've gotten some leads that normally I really wouldn't work, but right now when I have no business, any lead is a good lead, and so I'm working them. What happens is the person who gave you the lead will become more confident in giving you leads in the future, and the person that you're helping will appreciate it because nobody else wants to help them, and they're going to remember that, and they're going to refer you in the future as well. So I always laugh with new agents when they say, I get all the crappy leads, it's all these people and it's these houses that I can't sell, or it's these leases and I don't want to work leases. And when you're new in the business, you don't get to pick. And unfortunately, here's the hard truth. Most new people in the business do get the leads that nobody else wants, because if somebody else wanted them, like hard truth, it probably would have never gotten to you. So you have to take all of the leads that come your way and you have to work them to a conclusion. Now, don't take that to mean that you have to work them, until they buy something, or they lease something, or they sell something, but to a conclusion. If it's not a lead that is in your book of business, if it's a commercial lead and you don't do commercial, or if it's land and you're not qualified to do land, the conclusion may be that you find the next best agent to pass it off to. That way you've still taken care of the lead. You can still report back to whoever gave it to you what you did to help them, and whoever the person was is taken care of. But as you start collecting these leads, you have to work every lead that comes through to a conclusion. As people become more confident in giving you leads, the quality of the lead will start to grow. And your sphere of influence, or your book of business, will also start to grow. So the 2 tips from today are really give yourself grace. If you can't do it all, that's fine, as long as you did something. It's more than what you would have done in the beginning. And the second one is you work every single lead to conclusion. And that way your book of business will continue to grow. So take some time this weekend, catch up with the things that maybe you didn't get done, that you want to get done. And then I'll see you on Monday with a couple of new ideas for the week on what I do when I have no business. Have a great weekend.